Dear students, in this video I am trying to explain the two things related to screw threads. First one, how to draw a line diagram of screw threads and how the important terms marked on it. Second one, what do you mean by the size of nut and bolt and how it is represented or how it is designated. Before going to in details, first we have to understand what is the definition of threads. Here a definition is given. That means a helical groove provided externally on outer surface of the cylinder. A helical groove provided externally on outer surface of the cylinder is called external threads. Similarly, a helical groove provided internally on inside surface of a hole is called internal thread. See, we have an example here for external threads, which is mentioned here, bolt. This figure is an example of external thread, that is called bolt. Here grooves are provided externally at the outer surface of a plain cylinder, that is called bolt. In the second figure there is a hole. In this hole a helical groove provided internally, that is called internal thread. Bolt is an example of external thread, whereas nut is an example of internal threads. Now, according to dimensions, how can they represent it? While we are cutting a thread, two types of dimensions are kept. That means first dimensions are millimeter dimensions and second one inch dimensions. That means while we are preparing a screw threads, its all terms are kept in millimeter. Kept in millimeter. If the terms are kept in millimeter, we can definitely say that it is metric system. Metric system. Metric system. If all the terms, dimensions and the related things are kept in inch dimensions, then it is called British system. British system. Two type of system of thread cutting. One is metric system, another is British system. In metric system, dimensions are kept in millimeter, whereas in British system, dimensions are kept in inch dimensions. Now, how can represent a thread or bolt, either bolt or nut? How can represent it according to metric system? First, I am right here M20. What do you mean by it? This term containing two things. One is alphabet, another is numeral. This alphabet means metric. This alphabet means metric. And this numeral means 20 means diameter of the thread. Diameter of the thread. If this is a thread, this having diameter 20 on which threads are formed, then we can say that this is the M20 bolt. M20 bolt. That means its major dia is 20 and all dimensions are kept in millimeter. So we can designate that bolt size M20 represented by M20, which means metric thread 20 mm diameter. Similarly, in the case of British system, how can represent its dia? That is represented by half inch or 1 inch or 3 by 4 inch. That means this numeral value indicates its diameter. That is kept in inch system of units. That means according to system of units, our threads are classified into two types: metric system of units and inch system or British system of units. In British system, all dimensions are kept in inch graduations, whereas in metric system, all dimensions are kept in millimeter. That means an example of designation of a nut or bolt, M20 means or M10 means metric thread 10 mm diameter. What is it? M6 metric thread 6 mm major diameter. These are the two types of classification of threads according to unit of system. Now, next one, how can draw a line diagram of screw threads and how the important terms marked on it. First, I draw a center line. Here, I am draw M20. I have to draw M20 bolt. That means its diameter is 20 mm. First, I draw a center line. Now, place 10 mm distance on both sides. Through that distance, I have to draw a parallel line corresponding to center line. That means this line dimension is 20 mm, total 20 mm. Now, every thread has its major diameter. Similarly, it has all its minor diameter. What is the value of minor diameter of M20 threads? It has a definite value. It should be 0.8 D. 0.8 D. D means 20. D means 20. D is equal to 20. That means 0.8 into 20. That means minor diameter value is 60 mm. Now offset the 60 mm. That means 8 mm. Now keep a 8 mm distance. Draw another parallel line corresponding to the center line, keeping 8 mm distance from the center line. Similarly, we can draw another parallel line keeping the distance 8 mm from the center line. That means this distance is 16 mm. That means this diameter is minor diameter and this one is major diameter. Major diameter 20 mm and minor diameter 16 mm. Now, extend this line at some distance. Now joining the outer line. Similarly, extend the inner diameter to some extent. Now joining outer line. Same way, we have to join this edge and now joining a vertical line connecting minor diameter. Similarly, here I am drawing a vertical line for its head. This is a external headed nut bolt. So one end is consists of a head that is hexagonal in shape. Now we can have to definitely say that this is major dia and this one minor dia. This is the line diagram of external thread or bolt. Why we are marking its time? How can draw the diagram? See, in next figure, how can draw the line diagram of external thread while marking its time. First we draw a center line. Now draw a parallel line corresponding to major diameter. Similarly, keeping the 10 mm each from the center line. Now draw another line that is represented by minor diameter. Now extend some more distance. Now joining the end surface. Similarly, extend the inner diameter some extent. Now joining this end. Now place an inclined line or draw an inclined line connecting both external diameter. Similarly, we can draw an inclined line touching with the external diameter. All the distance are same. Now again draw another parallel inclined line connecting minor diameter. Alternative shortest line parallel to first one. Then we have to complete all the core part. Now connecting upper and lower portion using an inclined line. This means the form of threads, V threads. From this point we can mark it as this point is uppermost part of the thread is called crest, and the lowermost part is called root, and this is the one uppermost part, this is another uppermost part, this is called pitch. Consecutive crest distance is called pitch. Similarly, the slanting surface or the area of slanting surface in between crest and root is called flank. Next, this is thread angle, thread angle, and this one is lowest diameter of the thread is called minor dia. Similarly, highest diameter of the thread is called major dia. Major dia. Major dia. This is the head of the bolt, and this perpendicular distance, the distance between the perpendicular distance between major and minor diameter is called depth of thread. These are the terms related to screw threads. First one, outermost diameter is called major dia, and the root diameter is called minor diameter. Uppermost part of the thread is called crest, lowermost part of the thread is called root, and the slanting surface in between crest and root is called flank. Similarly, the perpendicular distance between major and minor diameter is called depth of thread, and the included angle between slanting surface of the two crest is called thread angle. These are the all the terms related to our screw threads. Okay, now our portion is complete.